Good morning, all of you, from Jamir sir. This is our first video lecture of chapter number 4, Communication, E-commerce and Outsourcing. In this chapter, we will learn about communication, e-commerce and outsourcing. So let's start with communication. In communication, first of all, meaning and definition of communication. In meaning, communication is made of two Latin words. One is communis and second is communicare. It means to share common. Two Latin words, communis and communicare. From these two Latin word communication word emerge and it means to share common, means to share among other. The primitive man used non-verbal communication through signs and expression. You know very well the primitive man at that time there were no language and that's why they use non-verbal communication. Communication is a two-way process. It is the process of sending information from a source to the target. In communication, information, concept, emotions, feelings, or instructions are exchanged between two or more persons. In communication, when messages are transmitted through words, that is by use of language, it is known as verbal communication. In verbal communication, information is in written or in oral form. Proper selection of words and their placement in the sentence is also important in verbal communication. The specific meaning is extracted from the sentence. Keep it short and sweet principle should be followed while creating a message. The message should be short and easy to understand. In communication, it is a two-way process. One, sending information, and second, receives information. You can say it is the process of sending information from source to the target. In communication, concepts, emotions, feelings, instructions are exchanged between two or more persons. Yes, it is a two-way process, that's why two or more persons are there. In communication, when there is a use of word, you can say it is a verbal communication. Use of language, use of word, it is known as verbal communication, and that is in written or in oral form. In verbal communication, selection of word and their placement is very important because proper meaning of that sentence is there and that will be easily understand to the target. And that's why keep it short and sweet principle should be followed while creating a message. And your message should be short and easy to understand. When communication process of passing information is attempted without using words, it is known as non-verbal communication. In this type of communication, information is exchanged through signs, physical expression, gestures, postures, facial and eye expression, and in artistic way, that is music, singing, dance, sculpture, picture, drawings, maps, cannon salute, siren, etc. Students, when there is a communication without using any word, then it is known as non-verbal communication. In non-verbal communication is done through signs, physical expression, gestures, also in artistic way, that is music, singing, dance, sculpture. So you can say there are two type of communication. One is verbal communication, second is non-verbal communication. In verbal communication, words and language are used, while in non-verbal communication, there will be no use of any word or language. Now, definition of communication. First, communication means exchange of thoughts, opinion, and information through speech, writing, or signs. Second, communication means the process of inducing our thoughts into others' mind. Students, in both definition, one thing is very clear. Here, you are inducing your thought to others' mind, either by speech, by writing, or signs. So, in communication, one person give information through speech or writing, and other person understand that and reply to that person. Question: process of communication. First of all, information. Information means the outcome received after the processing the data. Example: if we collect price of a thing from 5 different sources, then these price are data, but the details like maximum price and minimum price etc. are information. Students, there is a difference between information and data. Here, example, if you want to purchase onion and you collect different prices of onion from 5 shops, then it is known as data. But from that shops, in which shop there is a maximum price of onion and in which shop there is a minimum price of onion is known as information. So the meaning, information means the outcome received after the processing the data. Here when you process the price of onion, at that time you get data. In process of communication, first, formation of message. Message is created in exchange of information. Message can be oral, written, verbal, or non-verbal. Here example is there. At what time after 8 pm a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available? That sort of question is formed. Students, in process of communication, first of all, you have to formation of message. First of all, you have to make a question. Now second, selection of medium. After creating the message, in order to send the message, one need to go personally or select any one or more than one means of communication available. Example, telephone is used as a medium of sending message. Students, here if you want to send message, then you have to select medium. You can go personally or you may select medium of communication. Here telephone is used to send the message. Now third, to send message. The message is sent after selecting the information and medium of message. Example, it is inquired that at what time after 8 pm a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. Students, very easy. In third step, you send the message. Question is there. At what time after 8 pm bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. Now fourth, to accept the message. The sender sends the message and receiver accept the message. In example, using the medium of telephone, the receiver receives the message that at what time after 8 pm a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. Very simple. Person receive your message at what time after 8 pm bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. Now fifth step, interpretation of the message. The sender selects proper words and use such a language in the message that the receiver can interpret it very well. Now example, when the sender sent the message that at what time after 8 pm a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available, the receiver understands that there is a query regarding a bus available for Vadodara's after 8 pm. Yes, here to interpret the message, proper word should be used by the sender, and that's why receiver can easily interpret the message. Here the receiver understands that after what the bus to Baroda after 8 pm is available or not. And last, reply to the message. The receiver of the message interprets the message properly and gives the reply. In example, the receiver of the message replies to the query, at what time after 8 pm a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available and will supply information accordingly. So students, with this easy example, you can understand the process of communication. First, you have to form the message. Second, selection of medium. In third, to send message. Fourth, to accept the message. Fifth, interpretation of the message. And last, reply to the message. This answer can be asked in 2 or 3 marks. Concept of internet and computer network. The word internet is derived from two words, interconnection and network. The word inter refers to internal and the word net refers to network. In the word internet, thus, internet means the internal network. Internet is the largest computer operating system in the world. It has other names like the net, information superhighway, cyberspace, etc. When a group of computers are connected with the purpose to share information and resources, it is called network. For this, they should be connected using hardware and software. The system of connecting two or more computers is called a network. Students, first of all, in internet, this word is derived from two words, that is interconnection and network. Inter refers to internal and net refers to network. Yes. So, in short, internet means internal network of computer. Internet is the largest computer operated system in the world. In the world, the computers are connected with each other and there is an interconnection of computer. So that is known as internet. The other names of internet are the net, information superhighway, cyberspace, etc. These are the other names of internet that can be asked in 1 mark. Also, when group of computers are connected with the purpose of share information and resources, yes, there is a information in one computer and that you want to share with other. So that's why all computers are connected with each other. So that is known as network. And for that, they should be connected using hardware and software. And the system of connecting two or more computers is known as network. Question: type of computer networks. There are 4 categories of computer network. First is LAN, second CAN, third MAN, and fourth WAN. So let's discuss in detail. First of all, LAN. The full form of LAN is local area network. Means computers at certain place are connected with one another through wire or without wire. In our house or in a small office, there is a LAN in which we connect our computer through wire or without wire. Second, CAN. The full form of CAN is Campus Area Network. Means computers at a campus are connected with one another. Third, MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. Means computers of a city are connected with one another. And last, WAN, that is Wide Area Network. Means computers are connected globally without any physical boundaries. Students, in LAN, local area network, generally in our house or in our office, we connect our computer with one another with the wire or without wire. In CAN, that is larger from LAN, campus area network. Here computer at a campus are connected with one another. Yes, you can say campus of one school or campus of an university. Computers are connected with one another. In MAN, Metropolitan Area Network, that is larger than CAN. In MAN, the computers of a city are connected with one another. Yes, one city, for example, Ahmedabad, the computers of that city are connected with one another. And last, WAN, Wide Area Network. In WAN, the computers are connected globally without any physical boundaries. Yes, all the computers of whole world are connected with each other, and that's why there is no physical boundaries for that. Thus the different type of network is called internet. So students, these are four type of computer network that can be asked in 2 marks. WAN, that is wide area network, is divided into two categories. One is enterprise WAN and second is global WAN. So first of all, enterprise WAN. It is wide area network of computers of a big organization. It is a network of the network of fixed computers of various places. It is a network established for an organization. This type of network is known as intranet. Example, Indian Railway connect all its computer through this type of network. Second, global WAN. This is a large network. This network has no geographical boundaries. It is spread in various countries and continents. It is one collective network of various organizations. It is called WWW, that is World Wide Web. Students, there are two categories in WAN, that is wide area network. One is enterprise WAN, second is global WAN. In enterprise WAN, fixed computer of a big organization are connected with one another. Fixed computer, that is desktop, they are connected with one another and they create their own network of only and only of their organization, and that type of network is known as intranet. There is a vast difference between internet and intranet. Intranet is for a specific organization. Your example is there, that is Indian Railway. They connect their all offices computer through this type of network, and so that's why you can book or reserve ticket from anywhere. Now second, that is global WAN. In global WAN, this is a large network. There is a no geographical boundaries and it is spread in a various countries and continents. This is one collective network of various organizations, and that is known as WWW, World Wide Web. Nowadays, internet service providers have established their own separate communication system by removing the necessity of telephone. Many famous organizations have connected their computers and create a network. Thus, Internet means a network of computers which establishes communication by a centralized organization with or without the help of telephone, that is cable, or with the help of satellite. Text, picture, audiovisual, visual, audio, and numerical information can be exchanged with the help of internet. Students, here the definition of internet. Internet means a network of computers which establish communication by a centralized organization with or without the help of telephone, that is cable, or with the help of satellite. Nowadays you can use internet with the help of satellite, and also there is a broadband service of internet is also there, and with help of internet you can exchange audiovisual, visual, audio, numerical information with each other easily. Question: functions of internet. Mainly there are three type of function can be performed through internet. One is contact with other person, second receiving of information, and third the connection with other computer system. So first, contact with other person. We can promptly and easily communicate with any person in the world with the help of email through internet. We can chat with internet user across the world as it we are sitting in the same room. Students, here you can easily contact other person by the way of email, also by way of video call. You can easily communicate as if you are sitting in the same room. Second, receiving of information. The computers across the world are connected with the help of internet. Thus, we can easily and immediately receive any information about any field. Yes, you can receive any information from the world because the computers are connected with each other, and that's why immediately and easily you can receive information of anything across the world. Third, that is the connection with other computer system. The direct connection with the other computer system is possible by using the medium of internet broadcasting. Example, the banking facilities are available online because of they are connected with each other. Second, the railway tickets are available from any place. Yes, the railway tickets are also available from any place because the reservation counters are connected with each other. And third, the observation in the examination center held by Gujarat Secondary and Higher Secondary Board is done with help of internet. So students, because of these computers are connected with each other and due to help of internet, these all things are possible. So these are mainly three types of functions of internet. There are lots of function of internet, but these are main three type of function of internet. This answer also can be asked in 2 or 3 marks. Question: to search information from internet, there are total 5 steps you have to follow. First, selection of browser. Second, selection of search engine. Third, to enter required information in search bar. Fourth, to select the website. And fifth, to get required information. Student, first step, that is selection of browser. Here there are lots of browser: Firefox, Opera Mini. First of all, you have to connect with internet and open any internet browser. Second, you have to select the search engine. Google, Yahoo, these are search engine. You have to select search engine. Third step, to get information, that is to enter required information in the search bar. For example, if you want to get information of potato, then you can get information of potato easily. Fourth, to select the website. There are lots of websites of potato, and from that you can easily select any one website that give you information. And last, to get the required information. When you select any website related to potato, then when you click on a particular website, then that website will open and you can see the information available on that website. So these are total 5 steps that you have to follow to search any information. And also you can get various images on clicking the images button easily. In this chapter, 3 things we have to learn. One is communication, second is e-commerce, and third is outsourcing. We have completed communication. In communication, process of communication, then internet, computer network, we have completed. Now, second, that is e-commerce. In e-commerce, first of all, meaning and scope. Meaning, e-commerce means electronic commerce in which trading is done by electronic gadgets and medium. All the process of this e-commerce such as purchase, selling, advertisement and comparison with other products, transfer of money, etc. are made by electronic gadgets. Media like internet, computer network, email, service, bank credit card, debit card are used for the trading. In image, you can see Flipkart, Amazon, Paytm, Snapdeal. These all are Indian e-commerce player. You know very well there is an online platform for providing service and also goods. Why e-commerce? The full form of e-commerce is electronic commerce, in which trading is done by electronic gadgets and medium. Electronic gadgets like mobile, laptop, now also internet, printer, these are electronic gadgets and medium. Also debit card, credit card, these all are used for e-commerce. All the process like purchase, sale, advertisement, comparison with other product, these all are done with help of electronic gadgets. Media like internet, computer network, email, debit card, credit card use for this trading. So students, very simple concept, e-commerce. In e-commerce, electronic gadgets are used for trading. Scope of e-commerce. Scope of e-commerce or types of e-commerce can be divided in 4 parts. One is B2C, second is B2B, third is C2C and fourth C2B. First of all, B2C, that is business to customer. In this, there is a seller at one end and a customer at other end. The seller sells their products or service to the customer with the help of internet through website. Customer can place their order for the product of their choice at any time and from any place. The seller sells the product directly to the customer without any middleman. The buyer is an independent customer. Online shopping is an ideal example of this type. In this process, purchasing, selling are fast and easy. Besides retail selling, B2C include many services like online banking, transportation, etc. Students, B2C, business to customer. At one end there is a businessman and at second end there is a customer. Online trading is the best example of that. Here businessman sells online product and service to the customer. Customer can place order anywhere and also he gets product at his home. Customer can place order. Here, buyer is an independent customer, and online shopping is ideal example of this type. Also, you can get services like banking, transportation. These all services you can easily get by B2C. Second, B2B, that is business to business. In this, both the parties are professionals and traders. In today's competitive world, business units have become interdependent. B2B trading makes interdependency easy and effective. All establishes a relation with suppliers, distributors, or their middlemen. Competence can be achieved due to transparency among the professionals, the competence of daily business activities like management of supply, management of stock list, management of payment, etc., is increased with the help of B2B. Students, in B2B, at both ends there are businessmen. One businessman help other businessman. Here, both the parties are professionals and traders. Here, in today's competitive world, all businessmen have to interdepend to one another. They establish a relationship with each other. Here, distributors are there, suppliers are there. They maintain a relationship with one another. And also, competence can be achieved due to this transparency among the professionals. Services, or you can say activities like management of supply, management of stock, management of payment, these all are done with B2B. For example, wholesaler sells product to retailer. Both are businessmen and they do this type of work by B2B. Intel company sells product to small companies. So these are also the examples. Here both end businessmen are there, wholesaler, retailer are there, and they connect with each other and maintain a relationship. Third, C2C, that is customer to customer. Trading activities of customer is directly connected with other customer in this kind of arrangement. Internet user using website become seller and buyer or buyer as per the requirement. Customer get online facility of buying and selling without any middleman. The best example of this is auction site, that is e-auction. A customer who want to sell a thing can put the details of his thing on the website for function and other person can bid for them. A person who bids the highest buy the things. Besides, in the website, the websites like olx.com, quicker.com, a seller puts information about his thing and sell price. The buyer negotiate with him and then the transaction is proceed. Students, C2C, customer to customer. At both ends there are customer. One customer want to sell the product and other customer want to purchase the product. They come together. Also, here the auction site is there. By e-auction, you get maximum price of your product. In C2C, customer negotiate with each other and there is a no middleman, and that's why both customer gets the price that is very economical to both. Seller gets enough price and also purchaser do not have to pay more for the product. A person who bids the highest price of that thing in website like OLX and also Quicker, you know very well OLX and Quicker. In that website, you have to put information about your product and the person who wants to buy they bid for that product, there is a negotiation of that product, and after that transaction is done. So C2C, customer to customer, this can be asked in 2 marks. Fourth type and last, that is C2B, customer to business. In this kind of e-commerce, customer gets large choice of products or services at suitable and reasonable price. The business units that provide such service or offer product declare condition for the sale and price for the service or product. This system helps to reduce the time of negotiation and increase flexibility of customer as well as business unit. In this terms of payment is decided by a customer. There are more arrangement in e-commerce besides this. Students, first of all, C2B. In C2B, there is a customer at one end and businessman at second end. Here customer want to sell product to business. For example, if you are a professional photographer and you have a very nice photograph or any natural photograph and you want to sell this photograph to, for example, Discovery Channel. For that you have to give your photograph to Discovery Channel, or you can say any site. For that you have to decide your terms of payment. If the other business want to purchase, they can contact you and deal is done. So in C2B, here customer, any professional person or any customer who have ability or who have knowledge, he provides this knowledge to businessmen. Now in e-commerce, besides this, the arrangements are also there. If we consider government as an independent body, the following kinds of arrangement can be emerged. One is G2B, that is government to business. Second, G2C, government to citizen. And third, government to government. In government to business, what happened? One end there is a government, second end there is a businessman. Government provide online facility to business unit. Second, government to citizen. Any citizen want any help of government service. For example, if you want to get caste certificate, then you can easily apply for caste certificate. Government gives you. Third, government to government. One state government help other state government. Central government help state government. So at one end there is a government is fixed. Government is at one end. At second end there is a businessman or a client, so citizen or a government. So these are total 4 types of, or you can say scope of, or a field of e-commerce. One is B2C, second B2B, third is C2C, and fourth C2B. Students, this answer can be asked in a 5 marks, very important answer. So students, in this video lecture, today we have completed the concept of communication, and in e-commerce we have cleared the meaning and scope of e-commerce. So students, next thing we will discuss in our next video lecture. Till then, goodbye and Jai Shri Krishna from Jimir sir.